Hello and blessings, beautiful souls. Avalon here. Today I have a beautiful consecration ritual for this wonderful, magical piece of sacred adornment, handmade for me by the beautiful Caris Melina Brown. So I've pulled out my Goddess and Sirens Oracle cards and drawn two at random, and both of these energies hold space for me on the eve of the super blue moon eclipse in Leo. I have feathers and wood, magical oils, crystals, bone, mala, hagstone, and probably a few other bits and pieces like a sacred crow claw, all for the purpose of consecrating this beautiful sacred adornment that was thoughtfully handmade for me. I love it. It is beautiful. I begin my ritual with palo santo and smoke cleanse my space. I then use sage and cedar to smoke cleanse my space. I'll be using a potion clearing spray by Elder Crow of Earthly Alchemy that smells absolutely heavenly, and a divination spray by the Witch's Moon to bring in sacred intuition energy. I will then be anointing the surface of my altar with a mixture of hoodoo and magical oils. The hoodoo oils that I have were made by Mama Sarah of Conjured Cardia, and sadly they lost their labels during the last lunar cleansing where they were exposed to a downpour. But seeing as they are the only ones that lack a label, I know that they are my favorite, and so intuition told me to grab all of them. And so I grid using a dot point style system on the surface of my altar and allow the wood to carry the energy of the oil and the magical intent in which I'm applying the oil to the surface directly to the sacred adornment. This is fruition oil from the Witch's Moon. It of course smells heavenly. All of these oils smell incredible, and all of these oils pack a serious punch. I will also be using a absolutely beautiful crone oil by the Witch's Moon as well, and it is one of my favorites. It has such a scent, such a regal, powerful scent. I simply adore using oils and could not imagine my practice without the use of oils, quite frankly. I will now warm my hands using the residual oil and raise my energy. Allow my hands to tingle, draw up from the earth, heat and prepare. This is the owl feather that I will be using to bring sacred owl energy. The owl is for wisdom. It is the sacred hunter. It is a bird of intuition to me. This is oak wood. It is resolute, ironclad. It has strength and a protective nature, and so I will weave it in. This is the crow claw that was made for me in part by Maria of Crow Raven Hollow, and of course I must bring the energy of crow into this place, this sacred ritual. This is my witch's fetish, and I will use it to draw energy to the pendant and to inscribe sacred symbolism and sigils onto the surface of my altar. It is precious to me. I then take my chakra wand and allow the energy to just circle over. I will then mark energetically with my hand and bring through cavensite and moldavite to add that extra layer of intuition. I then ring the bell for sacred sound. A bell releases something, and then I bring in the energy of Palo Santo once more to seal in part, and then complete a circle of fire, blessing the sacred adornment and the space itself with the energy of fire, which is to me the magical element, the other element. Thank you for joining me. Blessed be. Take care.